Ninjalootingbanditos back once again, guys. We're gonna do a quick run through Wizards and Warriors, and I don't actually know how far we're gonna get. In fact, I haven't really played this game, but the other two members have. So
I grew up on this game. This game is fantastic. It's Acclaim's first, last, and only good game. Maybe Mortal Kombat 1. But this is actually a really good game for the regular Nintendo. I'm excited to play this game. For the first time ever, I'm excited to play something. I used to be able to beat this when I was young, like 5 maybe, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a good game. There's a lot to it. But ultimately, just an awesome platformer. This is, when you think of Nintendo and all the fun you had for Nintendo, this really exemplifies the situation.
Sorta.
Yeah, that being said, I don't know anything about the story. I'm a guy. I've got a big sword. I'm trying to rescue a princess. That's typically what guys...
Isn't that all the story really needs?
Let's see. So, basically, the way this game goes, there's an English version and a Japanese version, like in most Nintendo games. I think there's some additional stuff in the Japanese version, or at least like some items aren't broken like they are in the English version, but we make do anyway on this side of the pond. So here you are. You'll notice I'm collecting these gem things. What you need these for are to pass the final door of the level. If you don't have enough gems at the final door of the level, there's a guy that looks just like you, but he's a different color. And he'll just stand in front of the door and smack you down left and right. He can actually kill you. So you have to basically pay the toll to get out of the level. There's also keys of different colors. If somebody else wants to chime in and start saying something.
That pretty much covers it up.
Yeah.
The keys will open certain doors, like this blue door you're coming up on here.
Yeah, so it's color-coded.
They'll also open treasure chests. As C alluded to, some items in treasure chests are completely useless. Other items are amazingly helpful, and if you accidentally give them away,
lame.
You will seriously regret it.
Okay, so the other thing about this game that's pretty awesome is it's hard for you to die. If you die, I think you just lose all of your coins or something. That's about it. It's relatively insignificant, though. The Boots of Force, best weapon in the game, hand down. Because check this out. I can just keep opening treasure chests. I don't even have to have the stupid key. I can just open these bad boys. So yeah, I died. No big deal.
Guaranteed you will inadvertently lose your items by booting chests open.
Yeah, that will happen. So that's one thing you gotta watch. If you play this game once or twice, you have a pretty good idea of how it goes. The Dagger of Throwing,
also
now I can throw.
Extremely powerful.
So there's a couple different colors of potions too. I think it's pink, blue, and red. One I feel like makes you invincible. The other one makes it so you can jump higher. I think pink makes you run faster. But anyway, pretty good. They come into play later. I'm trying to get back up here, because now that I've got the Boots of Force, I'm just going to... So it's random if you bump off enemies' heads, or at least I haven't been able to figure out a way how to do it. But, bam, now I've got a shield of protection. Again, I don't think it does anything. At least not in this version, but whatevs. I've got a shield of protection.
I mean, yeah, it looks cool. So
yeah, I mean, I've got my Dagger of Throwing. I've got my Boots of Force. Which, like, you can see me kicking now.
Yeah, look at him. He's kicking the heck
kick.
out of that.
You can actually kill enemies with the Boots of Force. But, yeah, I'm good at doing that. Again, points. This is like all early Nintendo games. They had points. They don't mean anything.
Not even a thing.
Yeah, relatively useless. I mean, you can like brag to your friends and stuff, but at this point in gaming,
even did that.
Yeah, like this is beyond the Commodore 64 and the Atari days. So in those games, the only thing you had was essentially points. But in this games, we had like stories and bosses and stuff. So whatever, who cares about points?
Yeah, in my opinion, as soon as you could beat a game, start to finish, points became less and less too completely irrelevant.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to try and whip through this game pretty quickly. It'll probably take us a solid 45 minutes or so, but I'm not too good at estimating time when it comes to games.
Yeah, you know, this one time he told us he could beat a game in like 7 minutes, and it turned into a 3-part series.
2.5 minute Shadowgate run.
Well, when you're... See, there's a key over there. That red key. I didn't see it earlier. Boom. gems. So now I've got 100 gems, so now I can pass the level. So it appears that the red is, in fact, invincibility. So I cannot be harmed by these insignificant creatures.
Warrior needs food badly.
This is true. Shut your face. That's cool, though. Again, as you heard me say earlier, not a big deal. Huh, that happened.
Huh.
Not a big deal as long as I can get to the next section. Oh, that's troublesome.
He didn't make
That's
it,
bad.
everybody.
I'm going to continue. Oh, sweet. So now the red guy's moved over. I didn't lose any coins. I lost my score. But, again, we're not even thinking about that right now. I don't need any of these gems, actually, so I'm just going to go ahead and give these guys a skip. There's a treasure chest down here that's got, like, a wand in it or something stupid that I don't even want to deal with. So I'm just going to avoid that.
Doesn't it take away one of your items as well? Or am I thinking of the later levels?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know eventually something takes away your boot. And there's no getting that boot back.
Yeah. So, like, there are different types of items. So, like, I got the dagger of throwing. Eventually, I'll get the axe of throwing. I got the sword of whatevering. Or, I'm sorry, not the sword, the shield. So that's cool. Hold on a second. I'm going to finish this guy off with a kick to the face. Boo!
Nice. That's pretty
Boots of force. Anyway. So, yeah, this is the point of the game, is I'm going to rescue a bunch of these princesses at the end of the levels. I'm going to cut them down, then just leave them there and walk off to the next stage.
You know, standard rescuing.
Yeah, standard rescuing procedure.
Whoa, this stage looks...
Yeah. So, the music's pretty good. The game's fun. As long as you know what you're doing, it's a good time. I'm kicking the gems. That was risky. I mean, that could have been something else. Who knows? The only problem is you got to be pretty precise with your jumps. Otherwise, they can get pretty obnoxious. It's also really good to know ahead of time where everything is.
But, you know, that comes with...
Yeah, that comes with a lot of wasted time as a kid.
wasted,
Yeah.
quotes, or awesome. Yeah, no, wasted time. Generally.
You know what we want to do? So for the first couple levels, you want to get a lot of chests because there are a couple other things in there, like the levitation cloak or something, which is
Ooh.
critical too.
Everybody likes levitation.
But whatever you do, you don't want to get rid of the boots of force because that just makes the game unnecessarily hard in the later stages. Like you actually gotta. Sweet, there it is.
Whoa.
So now I can levitate.
Wow. The game might as well be over at this point. I mean, we pretty much beat it.
Yeah, essentially. So one of the problems you can run into. See, now I can run a little bit faster, so having the pink item allowed me to clear that jump. So one item you get is called the. It's not a necessary item. It's one of the random items that'll replace your boots of force. It's like the cloak of invisibility or something. And it'll actually turn your character black, but it doesn't have any point in the game. It's one of those broken items.
Nice.
So, I don't know. I think in one of the games it was supposed to render your character invisible to enemies. So, like, they'd randomly just start walking away. But that's not the case here.
Yeah.
Boot! So I use my cloak. Boot! And just collecting a bunch of coins. Not sure what the coin limit is here, but we're going to go ahead and find out. Oh, that happens to you every now and again, too. You'll jump into one of these spots, kind of like a hidden Mario block, and you can just get a bunch of coins. But usually they're placed in a position where it'll, like, you know, kill you if you do it. So you're going to be making this critical jump, and then all of a sudden you jump, hit your head on a block, and it's all over.
Oh, yeah. That's just cruel. But
Yep. That being said, this is actually a fun game.
that's simply not true.
Shut your face.
In any.
So if you look in the lower left-hand side of the screen, I never used to know what those were when I was a kid, but I recently figured out those are helmets.
Wow.
Yeah.
There are.
Yep.
It's that knowledge that comes with age.
Some people kill these things as they go.
Got a low battery thing there, boys.
Yeah, we've got a low battery situation going on.
That's okay. It just puts us under time constraints, but we work better under time constraints. All right, so here we have a pink. Sorry, I'm colorblind. Pink bat, and he's just doing the same thing. So
Yeah, and we're done.
nice.
So
Whoa.
this is pain. Those guys pop out every now and again, and I've only seen it once, but they can actually kill you, and it is a huge pain. But that being said, we're at the 10-minute mark, and we also are running out of recording battery. So we're going to go ahead and pause this recording here.
And again, most of the levels are fairly similar. You've got your lava level, ultimately your castle level, but you've pretty much seen the entire game.
Yeah, that's really it. After this lava level, which looked a lot like the last level with the pallet swap, we'll go through another one of these levels. And then we'll go through a tree level where instead of falling down, we're climbing up. And then we'll be outside the Warlock's castle, which is actually pretty cool because you got to scale the castle. That's kind of neat. One of my favorite levels. Then we go inside of the castle, through to the dungeon, and then we fight the Warlock Lord. But yeah, all pretty similar game.
A great game, and the prequel to, not prequel, but the first in the series followed by Iron Sword. Fabio
Was on the cover of
Dad,
yeah.
everybody's got time for Fabio.
Definitely.
All right, guys.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for watching, everybody.